Hi Abhishek, can you please tell me about your cybersecurity journey?
Hi, Faman. Good afternoon. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to describe myself and describe my cybersecurity journey. And if I talk about my cybersecurity journey, uh, currently I am a SOCanalyst in Nigo and Gender, and I have done my BTech from GL Bajaj Greater Noida, and I'm 2017 batch passed out in electronics and communication engineering. And where I start my journey, I was campus placed in Vivo Mobile India Private Limited as a R&D engineer. Okay, and after that, I joined after 1 month, 1 year, 3 months, and I joined the British Telecom as a network engineer, where I served for 1 year, 8 months, in which I was initially placed in a network domain, so that where I get multiple opportunity and multiple trainings related to the cyber securities, and where I got to know like this is the something field where I can elaborate myself and I enhance my skills, and there are the amples of opportunity, so where I can describe myself in a better manner, so that I have choose that part and drive through the cyber security. And after that I moved in uh, Tech Mahindra in 2020 September as a full-time SOC analyst, and where I started my journey, and I was introduced by the some security tools like Splunk is was a SIEM tool, security incidents and event management tool, and there were the multiple cyber security tools like the Wireshark, and uh, there are the ticketing tool was Snow. Okay, and more towards like it was a sim based investigation, and also the alerts I have handled like phishings, brute force, and malwares, which we talk about later.
My question is like how you transition your career into from network engineer to cybersecurity. Like, what are the key points that you have learned, and what are the challenges that attracts you as a to become a cybersecurity analyst?
When I was in VT, so there are the impulse of trainings come towards us, and we have to complete it by this. So there was a one training which influenced me more into it, like the data protection. What are the data classifications, like the this is the personal document, this is the public categories, like what kind of data and what is the data privacy, that drives me more into it, like what are the teams who look into it, and what is the data privacy, and what are the things we can prevent from the breaches, and what it the basically about the all the need about the data. So I was just very curious about that things, like where we can dig into it and where we can find ourselves, where I can find my all the answers. The multiple managers like who are enrolled into the such kind of roles, because there was a just things going on around us, and we were working in the highly restricted area, like where the a single document is related to our, because that was the product based company, so it was a very critical to uh, for company to breach any kind of data. So that's how I know like there are the cybersecurity thing which relates the all those things, like the data we are sending, and what are the things like DLP. There are the one tool which data loss prevention, which prevents your system, which prevents your data, like no one can just see your data. Like there are the multiple things and multiple logics behind it, like the encryptions, hashes. What are the things I have that time? First time I was hearing that terms, like it was quite interesting for me, and that dragged me into it, like what are the things are going on, and I was just curious about it, and I just found myself like how can get into it, how can myself I indulge into it, and how can I get this job, like I really love this job, because there are the such things, and there are the some abnormal activity also observed, that like which are from the either from the internal or from the externals, and you have to just find out, and just it was just like a local police. You are working in the society, and it was just like a local police. You have to just find out the threat, and you have to work.
Suppose I'm a fresher, and I just wanted to start my career. So, what are the like things that I need to keep in mind, and what are the different fields in cybersecurity, and how can I enter in a corporate world where I can like learn more about security and get a like decent job in this field? Can you please tell me the kind of roadmap that you have followed and you have ever some give a guidance to someone to like enter in this field? Can you please bit
If
elaborate?
you are trying to be a SOC person or SOC analyst in a cybersecurity domain, or you are trying to reach, whether you are fresher or you are experienced one, but you are not related to cybersecurity, so at least you have a basic knowledge of networking concept. That is a must required things. Basically, you know that the port numbers and the basic architecture of the OSI layer, and uh, what is the CIA, what is the AAA, like, and what is the hashes, what is the encryption, and these are the basic things which are relates to networks. You must know that. And there are the if you are operating the Windows, so there are the multiple error codes like the event IDs. You know that these are the things. And also, if you have some knowledge of the Active Directory, or some, like, you are able to uh, you are a quick learner, just kind of things, like you are just not a very very non-technical guy, basically, in terms of, like, if you have a technical knowledge, and if you don't know something and you are ready to learn, and adaptability is the must require in this field, basically. And you have to be mentally active. That the basic need of the cybersecurity. You have to mentally active on your proactive approach. And if I talk about the roles, so there are the multiple roles in SOC domain, so which we preferred you, or which suits you better, you can try out. Like, the first is a very first is a just a SOC monitoring, SOC analyst job. Like, the you have the multiple tools. Like, one of my friends said that I am jack of all trade but master of nothing. So that's the kind of things is monitoring doing. Like, you have the multiple security tools, EDR, SIEM, DLP, and multiple tools, and you just know, not a master of anything, but yeah, you are monitoring everything. And there are the role specific, like the SIM engineer, like where you have to well versed with the queries languages. Like, if you are doing a Splunk, then a Splunk processing language, and if you are using Sentinel, then you'll be very hands-on on the KQL queries. And if you are using CrowdStrike, then you have to be very sure about the CQLs, which is the newly formed in the CrowdStrike. This is the SIM based. And the second role is about the threat hunting. So threat hunting is a part of the proactive approach. Like, you must know that the what is the hypothesis and how it created, and all those steps you need to remediate, and precautionary measures to pass that all. And third one is like the SIM admin role. So you are the super admin of the SIM, and you know that the what are the changes you require.